2 a.m. in the morning. I jump out of bed to go to the bathroom. And instead, I find myself face flat on the floor. My legs would not hold my weight or even work. I pulled myself back up into bed, and as I sat there, I knew that something was terribly wrong. After being driven to the emergency room and laying there and the doctors and nurses doing all of their things, I heard one of the nurses say, "Oh, this could be the problem." And before I could look up and ask what, I was out cold. I awoke later that morning in a hospital bed in a room upstairs, and the doctor came in and asked me how I was doing, and I said, "Well, fine." And he started to explain. He said, "Bob, what you've experienced is a small stroke." And at first I didn't believe him. But then I realized the left side of my body was not working. And he went on to explain. He said, "Bob, what caused the stroke was your blood pressure spiked to 268 over 162. And he went on to explain. He said, "Bob, that's 3 times the normal limits." And as I laid there in tears, because I realized not that I had had a stroke, but what I saw was my dream of a speaker, of being a coach, of being a change agent, was evaporating. I did the only thing I knew I could do, and that was call my mentor, Paul Martinelli. And as I was explaining what had happened and what the doctors were telling me, he stopped me mid-sentence. He has a way to do that. And he said, "Bob," he said, "don't put that in your future because it's not there." And I thought about that. He went on to say that you are in control of your future, and only you can design it, see it, and believe it. Well, let me tell you, that was 3 years ago. And since then, I have released over 60 pounds. I have brought my blood pressure back down to normal limits, and I've overcome the damage to my body that the stroke has done. But see, things could have been totally different if I had believed what the experts were telling me.